Well, Dan Mesenburg, how are you today?
Well, I'm doing great. It's a beautiful sunny day up here in Rochester, Minnesota.
Yeah, beautiful, sunny Rochester in May. Is it always that way?
No, it isn't. We've had an unreal spring. And in fact, I think I got 10 rounds of golf in already.
Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of people now are jealous of where you live, but I know you have your share of snow as well. Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us today. We're going to talk about a project that you worked on for Cleanfax and the IICRC as well. An article, a technical tip article, and right in your expertise, I believe. The article is called "Do You Read Me Now? Correct Drying Technology Usage." Big topic when we think about the restoration process and monitoring what you're doing. So, very nice job there. When you were putting this together, Dan, did you learn anything in the process?
Well, I think, first of all, there was a few, I go back to when I started in the industry about 22 years ago. We had two or three options for meters, and now we have multiple options, dozens of them, in fact. I think some are still better than others. I think you get what you pay for. But as I looked at this article and trying to put things together, some tips for business owners and the technicians in the field, it came down to, do you really know what your meter's trying to tell you? Because they're all calibrated differently. They have different types of readings, different scales, and unless you really look into the manual, you may be buying a new meter that you think acts like the one you currently have, and yet it's totally different. So there's a lot of variability in meters, and people need to understand that, I think, to use them properly in the field.
Mhm. Are you saying that people should read the manual?
It would be a good idea once in a while. Actually, today, when we're so technical, as we teach in the IICRC classes and things, we try to use certain meters and help them understand the scales. But, some of them go 0 to 999, some of them are 0 to 100, some of them are 0 to 50 now. So, if you don't understand what you're actually looking at, you could be putting down data that's not going to protect you from liability if there's a problem, and you might be giving the insurance company or the customer the wrong data as well.
Sure. Yeah. This article coming out in the May June issue of Cleanfax, good tips. One thing I wanted to ask you, Dan, is if you were to put your finger on it, is there anything lacking when it comes to modern meter technology and how we use it?
I think the technology is very good. I think the training of proper utilization is lacking. I think, a lot of times we're trained, I call it training by fire. There's a fire, go clean it. Or here's a meter, brand new meter. I just spent $700 on this meter. It's a great meter. You give it to your technician and send them in the field without really showing them how to properly utilize it, whether it's with pins or radio frequencies on non-invasive structure. So I think training would be the biggest thing that I'd say that we need to concentrate on. And again, when I teach, I get the opportunity to get in front of students on a monthly basis, and when I teach, I like to get the meters in their hands and have them try them out, even if it's on a fake piece of wet drywall, just so they can see what really happens in real life. So when they get back, hopefully they have a better understanding.
Here's another question, maybe that can come from your article. This thought: how does proper understanding and use of meters and their readings protect the restorer? Any advice there?
Well, especially the insurance industry, but our industry as a whole is very data driven today. We've gone from paper and writing things down where they could be erased to real time data, which means once you put the data in, it's date time stamped, and that's the number that's going to stay. You can't change it. With that type of data now, I think we need to be more aware of what readings we're taking. And what I see is people trying to convert everything to moisture content. And a lot of these meters don't read the percent moisture content. And I think I mentioned that in the article. It's very important to understand the type of reading you're taking and what the capabilities of the meter are, that we put that in the data that we're collecting or sending to our customer, which might be the insurance company, might be the customer themselves. Because if there's a problem with that job later, we want to make sure that we understand the reading we put in there and that we can stand behind that reading. If we're putting in made up numbers, which I know happens in real life occasionally, just to make things work and fill in blanks, we're really then an order taker. We aren't really a technician or a restorer.
Yeah. Well, Dan, thank you for this little preview about the IICRC technical tip article in the May-June 2021 issue of Cleanfax. Folks watching this can look forward to receiving that print copy or digital. And I know you've written for us a couple of times, and we won't stop here. We'll get you on another topic soon, all right?
All right. Always like to give back to the industry. I enjoy this industry and plan to continue for quite a few years, hopefully.
Yeah, sometimes we're just getting started no matter where we're at.
That's right.
All right, Dan, have a good day.
You as well, Jeff. Thank you.